for a lifetime. And the Falcons ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Army's offense will go to work first. Guys, the last time these two old foes met, it finished in a one-possession game.
And it's so much fun. There's so much hype. They don't like each other. The rivalry really, really matters. And, Jesse, when it's closer games, it's even more fun, like the last throwdown they had. Expect more of that today.
Yeah, you just know this game is going to be emotional. And I think a big part of it is which of these two teams can handle that emotion. I agree. I think we're expecting this one to go right down to the wire, just like the last time these two teams played. And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Got a little space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Black Knights can do it on the ground with a Mr. Inside or Mr. Outside. They just love to run it.
They'll do it however way you want it. Whether it's inside and they're going to give the first one or they're going to run the option off it, you're going to get a steady dose of running the football. They will check to see how physical you want to be in a football game.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Guys, let's give a little context to where Army is. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools, and this is a guy that you can build around that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
And the Black Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Using his feet. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And I'm not surprised that they're giving him a touch early in this football game, too, because you've seen it throughout the season, man. Like, they trust their QB to run the football, especially in big-time situations. We'll see that throughout this football game. But he's already over 500 yards. Like, that's really good. So he's a weapon that they will use throughout the football game.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Working the ground game. Got the first down. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty so important at the college level. Free yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. The give. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out to the right. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on 4th down. Rush right in his face. It's complete to the left. A terrific play to keep him from getting to the chains and forcing the turnover on downs. The Falcons offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They'll power it inside with the fullback. There he goes. He gets it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's why you have confidence to keep it on the ground in that situation.
Well, this defense has to know that this fullback, he's not just a blocker. He's a guy that can carry the football as well. He went ahead and got that first down.
He's got the first down. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory there down at the 43-yard line.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Using his legs, it's Palmer. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there.
Listen, that play didn't work great, but you keep the defense honest, right? Make sure they know, listen, you better stay home. You better stop getting aggressive and trying to run this direction, or else we're going to continue to run the misdirection the other way.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And that will go such a long way in deciding this football game. Who can win these short yardage situations? Who can be the more physical team? And this offense right here showing the work up front, man. The big boys all moving together, creating enough space. And I love the way Palmer, the back gets downhill, understands where the first down marker is.
Yeah, you know, some running backs just have a nose for it, and this guy does as well. He's able to sort of find the crease, make himself small, fit into those small spaces, and pick up the first to keep the offense on the field. It's all about momentum and being able to keep drives going. I know that's not going to really show up on any highlight reels, but that was a big play here for the offense.
A look out over the Hudson, and it looks calm. It is not calm in Michie Stadium on this third down. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone. The Falcons had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Air Force! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Well, guys, the Air Force has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats.
Number 82, set to kick off.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. The Black Knights will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Looking for room. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Sees some running room, and he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Falcons in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Sees an alley. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 10, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Falcons.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
Air Force, 14, Army, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Black Knights offense will go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes a deep grab. He's running free down the middle. At the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Black Knights!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. It's complete. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Finds his target. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's 2nd and short after a good run on 1st down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready, now setting up a 3rd and short situation. Are they going to run it 3 times in a row? The defense probably going to be ready for that.
Turning it on, and he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Falcons. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Army sends its offense onto the field to start the drive. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Hand off from the shotgun. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, if they got the 1st down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got 1st down. Let's go fast.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the 1st.
Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Keeping his eyes downfield. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. It's 4th down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. And he missed it. No good. That one may sting a little, guys. Instead of getting it down to 10, feeling good about things, still a 13-point lead. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the move. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Catch in the middle, it's Palmer. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
I like how this offense throws to their running backs in different areas of the field. It's not always going to be to the perimeter. It's not always going to be screens, but they can attack the middle of the field, too, using these angle routes. Nice play call.
That was a nice swap. Even Dikembe Mutombo would love to wave his fingers side to side and say, no, no, no.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Right on target this time. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Reels it in. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he is brought down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. They'll take the penalty and move them back. The Falcons will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the fullback. And he's brought down after a short gain.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Calls his own number. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking for the edge. He'll keep it again on the option. He'll toss it. They bring him down. The option run to perfection, and it will move the chains.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
2nd down, going to throw it. They're all over it. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the 1st down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. They punt it away on 4th down. And that, my friends, is getting the perfect bounce, the perfect punt, and the perfect roll. They'll have them locked down inside their own 5. Army has it back and the offense ready to go. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Second and long here. The give. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul.
You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. Keeps it himself. Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Pulls it. Gives it. They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. All over him immediately.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
And the Black Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Falcons now set to take over on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And the Falcons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback keep. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. New set of downs after the completion. Trying to get in the corner. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's the slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. The Falcons have this offense rolling. Sends it back in motion. Drops back on first down. Looking down the middle. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that. It'll be second down. 6th play of the drive coming up. Fullback's got it. They stop him in his track, tried to sneak that fullback loose and nothing doing.
Well, they're trying to hand it off to the fullback for a quick hitter, but just nowhere to go. The defensive line, great job getting penetration to set up that play.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Quickly complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They would have needed a boomer from here, a 55-yard field goal attempt, so instead, they'll go for it on 4th down. There he goes! He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Falcons pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw on first. Rushes on. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Now the toss. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're showing confidence in their running game in the red zone. Michie Stadium alive. A wall of cadets trying to urge on their fellow soldiers on third down. Rides to the back. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be fourth down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the second time today, this one from 34 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On the move. Stopped immediately. Might have gotten a little cute with that run on third and long, and they got nothing to show for it. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. On the return. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And the Air Force offense ready to take over. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And this fullback is just dependable, and he's versatile. He's not just a guy that can block. He can catch the ball, and like you saw right there, you can hand it off to him, and he can generate you explosive plays.
They'll send the back in motion. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Just gets rid of that one.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on third and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a fourth down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. And the defense got the stop. They could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Complete to start this drive. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Snap in the shotgun. On the move. He'll pull it down and run. He's out past the 35.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual-threat quarterbacks. You're seeing 2 great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack for both of these guys that's been the big story so far.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it. He's stopped.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game.
They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here.
Now, a fourth down.
Snaps on fourth down. Extending the play. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game.
Offense is stopped. Will be returned.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Enough to move the chains. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. On the option.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Third and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Give to the running back. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
The Falcons with the 1st and 10. Out wide left, it's Palmer. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
A run for the quarterback. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Doing it himself again. Touchdown, Falcons! And the beatdown has ensued. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Looking for the edge. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Flip it out to the back on the screen. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Keeps it himself. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
3rd and 6 yards to go. They want to throw it. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter